Hi, welcome to my July bullet journal setup. If you're new around here, welcome. I do bullet journal videos every month, and I've got to say, I'm not great at them, but I have a lot of fun, and that's what's important. I definitely use my bullet journal for, utility rather than aesthetics, because I'm not that good when it comes to drawing and such. So, yeah. This month's theme is kind of, I guess, book related, because it is Camp NaNoWriMo, which I'm taking part in this month. I decided to put a quote on the left-hand side of my, month spread. This is something that I don't usually do. I usually leave that just blank. I'm not quite sure why. Just don't usually put anything there. But this month I decided to put the quote, "Trust your heart and trust your story," which is a quote from Neil Gaiman. I also really like putting a border around my pages. It does take some of the actual page space away, but it feels nice. It's a really simple way to make every page cohesive throughout the month, which is really nice. This month it is definitely NaNoWriMo related. If you don't know, NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writing Month, which is actually in November, but there are two events during the year in April and in July called Camp NaNoWriMo, which is similar to NaNoWriMo, except you get to choose your own goal. Now, I'm doing the typical 50,000 words associated with NaNoWriMo, but you get to do what you want. We're 3 days in, and I'm gonna be honest, I have already fallen behind, but I'm doing a separate video all about NaNoWriMo, so yeah. So if you haven't been around my bullet journal videos before, I usually use them as a bit of a podcast to just talk about whatever's going on in my life at that moment. Now my voice may sound a little bit worn out, and that's because I just filmed another video and I was talking for close to an hour, and so honestly I am very tongue-tied at the moment. If there are a lot of cuts or if I stumble over my words, just ignore that, because talking is exhausting and I am very tired right now. So I guess I'll tell you a little bit about my NaNoWriMo project. I usually plan ahead quite a bit. This month I thought I would wing it. I thought I would be a pantser rather than a planner, and it has not been working out very well. I am already about 4,000 words behind. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a bit much, but it's completely fine. So initially I wanted my story to have this one specific element. I was like, okay, I like the kind of vibe around that, so we'll go with that. But I didn't actually have characters or a story. And slowly I've been developing that. I knew what I wanted my love interest to be like, and I knew a little bit about my main character, and I ended up knowing the backstory to these characters and to the story, but I didn't have a main plot, which is a problem when you're trying to write a novel in a month. But I had a bit of a revelation, and I now know, I guess, what the antagonist is. I'm saying what because it's not necessarily a person, it's more of an antagonistic force, but also there is a villain character. But yeah, I'm mainly exploring tropes in this story. So there's the enemies to lovers, and kind of dark academia, and secret societies, and I'm very excited. So just to talk about the bullet journal for a second, I completely messed up. That's meant to be an open book, and it is wonky, but it's fine. So honestly, I should be writing right now. Instead, I'm making this video, which is completely fine. I mean, I need to be making this video as well. But there are some things that I would like to talk about. First of all, I recently quit my job. So let's unpack this. I had been working this job for 2.5 years, and it was kind of killing me. The job itself was like fine. The people I worked with, it was all fine, but it was not for me, and it was making my mental health decline quite badly. I've been really struggling, especially like this past year, and I basically decided that my time had come at the company and I was quitting. Now, that would be fine if I had another job lined up. I do not. And I have very bad anxiety that tends to surround work. Do you see my problem here? Yeah, I'm being a little bit vulnerable right now, so please be nice. I know that this is a very risky decision that I've made, but I have definitely thought this through. This is not a rash decision. I've thought it through. It's fine. And I believe in myself enough to make this work. So, what is my plan? Well, I, for quite a long time, have been toying with the idea of starting my own business. And I've basically made the decision that I'm going to do it. So I've quit my job and I'm giving myself a month off. So just like a month holiday, except I'm not going anywhere. I'm just at home. I'm giving myself time where I don't have any expectation of myself. I don't have to be working. I don't have to be doing anything. I really think I need that, and I think it will be really beneficial for my mental health. Except it's a month off during Camp NaNoWriMo, so I don't know how much of a month off it is, but this is something I enjoy doing. So after this month, oh boy, I'm going to be taking the first steps of starting a business. I'm going to be making and selling candles, which is something I really enjoy. I made candles for the first time years ago. I would have been maybe 13. I made them with my mom, and I really liked it. And I love candles, and I always have. I find them so mesmerizing, and they can really lighten up a space, and they create so much atmosphere. I just love it. And so I really want to make this work, and a lot of people are skeptical. I've had a lot of people in my life tell me that I've made a mistake and that I need to have a traditional job, but I know that I'm not built for that. I want to be my own boss. I want to be in charge of what I'm doing, and a lot of people don't understand that because I'm 20 years old, and most 20-year-olds work for someone. You know, it's hard to be a business owner when you're young. But I have spent this past 2.5 years saving up, so I have enough money to keep me going for a little while. You know, I saved money when other people weren't, just because, like, I kind of think deep down I knew this is something I wanted to do. But it is still really stressful. Even though I've thought it through, it's still really scary, especially with anxiety. Like, living with issues with my mental health is really difficult, but this is something I really want to do. The process of starting a small business in Australia is it's not like a difficult process, but there are definitely a lot of steps. I'm still trying to decide whether I'm going to go through the path of selling on Etsy or starting my own website. I think I'm going to start on Etsy, and I'll definitely put that information out there once it's begun. I really want to make candles that are related to books, which is something that I've thought about for years, because I have seen other people making like bookish candles, but I've always wanted to be able to do something like that. So yeah, I don't know, it's scary, but it's something I really, really want to do. And so I'm going to do it. So in my bullet journal, just to get back to that, I have done a spread here. I've done my calendar, and I've left room to write if I have anything planned. And also I've done a word tracker for NaNoWriMo. So here we're just about to go into the weekly spreads. I do the first 2 weeks. Now I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I've talked way too much, like my throat is hurting and I can feel that I sound croaky. So, luckily we are almost done here. So, because I have quit my job, I have a lot more time to work on the things that I want to work on. So, yes, I'm going to be putting a lot of time into, starting and running a small business, but I don't know how much time that's going to take me. I don't know if there's going to be much interest at the start. I think I'm preparing myself for it to take time and for, it takes time for people to find your business and to start buying. So it's hard. But that being said, it does mean that I have more time to spend on YouTube. And even though I quit my job about 2 weeks ago, but we had it set that I would stop working at the start of July. So I'd stop working on the 30th of June. 30th? 31st? How many days are in June? Whatever, doesn't matter. I stopped working before June. July. Oh my God. As of July 1st, I did not have a job, is what I'm saying. And even though that was 3 days ago, I've already been working on so many videos. I have all this extra mental space and that's really exciting. So for example, this video that I am currently recording this voiceover, the video you're watching right now, I filmed that. I have filmed my mid-year book wrap-up and mid-year book freakout tag. Those are together. I have been filming an ongoing video, a reading vlog, and I've got all these ideas. It's really exciting. I don't even know what to say. I'm just really excited, I think. This is like a new chapter of my life, and that's really crazy, but it's so exciting. We're coming to the end of my bullet journal. It's time for the final flip through. So here we have the monthly spread and the quote, like I said before. I actually like how this turned out. We have my calendar and my word tracker and my weekly spreads, which I add to eventually. Now, I did actually go back in and add some details. So here you can see that I added in the month on the calendar, but I also wrote in the days and the word goals that I have to hit for NaNoWriMo. I thought having that in before I started would be beneficial, and it definitely is. It makes it a lot easier to fill out every day. But yes, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. My social media is all linked below, and I will see you next time. Bye.